Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 23rd, 2025 Dark Moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my websites, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. They both work. They're listed in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right, Aquarius. Give me a moment just to center myself and take it in. At the heart of it all, for this dark moon in Virgo, which is the second new moon in August, we have the Magician. I love this for you. As above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. You start to become aware and be aware of your own alchemy. And that is a tremendously beautiful thing. What you're going to see is that this moon is a very intense time about introspection, about what I need to release in order to get to where I want to be on this earthly plane. Because Virgo, earth sign energy, very grounded, very much like, okay, let's move forward. Let's get the things done. Let's roll up our sleeves and get it done. You're standing before the altar of your existence. You're taking in your magic, your prosperity, yourself, your gifts. And you're not poo-pooing them anymore. You're not saying, oh, I wish I had this gift or I wish I had that gift. It's like, no, this is me. And I'm seeing me openly, honestly, fully. And I am knowing that greatness, and it doesn't mean that greatness that everybody knows my name, but greatness as living to the life potential I'm given here on this earthly plane is forward for me, is moving forward for me and is right here. And it moves us then to our challenge during this time. And this is the 10 of Cups. This is blessings. This is well-being. This is, I deserve to be happy. And this is embracing our happiness. Not saying, oh, this is what, social media says happiness looks like. Oh, this looks like to be happy. It is saying, this is my happiness. This is what I want. And this is how I'm moving forward in my life. And that is a tremendous thing for you. During this time, Aquarius, it's like our challenge is to be happy. And what we need to do is give ourselves permission to say, but it makes me happy to sit on the couch and watch TV and eat a few chips and have fun. Have fun like that. I give myself permission. I give myself permission to knit the sweater or, spend 15 minutes, 30 minutes on the thing that I want to do. And that's going to be very, very important here. And that is very, very important here. No matter how silly it sounds or indulgent, or maybe it's not the best for me, that's okay. That's okay. I give myself permission. As long as it comes from a place of love, of healing, of peace, of do no harm, of walk gently on this earth, I move forward in that energy. Now, where we need to focus during this time is the Ten of Swords. So we're having a hard time accepting in blessings and success and prosperity because we have the Ten of Swords that we need to focus on. And the Ten of Swords is a rebirth. It is a recovery. It is transformation, because it is the person laying flat on the ground with 10 swords in their back. It is overkill. It is overwhelm. And what we're going to see is that we are resurrecting from a place of pain, from a place of hurt, from a place of I've listened to too many opinions, ideas that aren't resonating with my soul anymore. And I am starting to see myself now step into the power of what I want, to clear the noise of this world, and to say, this is my heart, this is my soul, this is where I need to be. And that opens up the door so spectacularly for you. And it brings us to the energy that is now moving away. And it is the 10. Oh my gosh, you have so many 10s. You now have 3 10s here. And that is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Because 10 is a completion of a cycle. You have it emotionally, mentally, and now physically. The 10 of Wands is I've carried too much. You've carried loads that aren't yours, okay? You've taken on responsibilities that you don't need to hold on to. They're not yours. Releasing them, saying, okay, you know what? You need to carry this. That's great for you. You are letting go of the burdens that you have carried for yourself and saying, you know, what do I need to get rid of? What don't I need in this trip forward anymore? And how do I need to step forward for me? What am I looking for? What do I desire? Where do I want to be? So the 10 of Wands is leaving us because we've come to a place where we've put down a lot of the burdens that we have been carrying that no longer need to define us or need to be, overwhelming us. And it brings us then, and also diminishing us because it bends you over. I always see it as like you're bent over carrying something heavy. You know, when you're carrying something really heavy, you kind of put it on your back and you lean down. And so you're really good at seeing down, but looking up at the vastness of the sky or looking out, like even at the vastness of the ocean, it can be too much. Like I can look right in front of me and I better not fall because this is heavy. That's what you're letting go of. That thing that is constricting you, that is restricting you. And it brings us then to strength, which is the 9 of Swords, which is a very interesting strength. I laugh because the 9 of Swords is nightmares. But here, it is very interesting because the 9 of Swords here is perspective and self-empowerment. Because what we're going to see is that we're facing nightmares, doubts, and fears. Our strength is to say, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've heard it. I understand. Now I move forward in power of voice and insight of me. And I realize that I can step out of kind of like the prison that can be our minds. Because it can be for every human being. We can trap ourselves in thoughts, in fears, and say, I can't move forward from here. But it is going to be so important here to see that your vivid imagination is, first of all, a strength, enhanced by the fact that you're ruled by the star in the major arcana, Aquarius, and you're going to see yourself moving forward in knowledge and in understanding, in like taking the prickliness and saying, what can I create from this? What can I create? How can I move forward? And it brings us then to our near future, which is the 5 of Wands. And this is challenges and growth. So there have been growth through challenges, but the 5 of Wands is the sense of chaos, right? You're going to enter into a time, and it's not to make us overwhelmed or fearful, but where people want to pull you into gossip and fear and doubt and and overwhelm. And there's this real sense here of like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not falling into the chaos of your world. It's kind of like, it's like work gossip where they want to pit one side against the other here, and you're staying neutral. Just know that you need to stay in like, what's best for me, not let me be a part of this. It's like, no, I need to move forward and do my job, right? I need to move forward and get things done. And this could be at work, this can be at home. This is just going to be energy where a lot of kind of like chaos comes forward at once, or overwhelm comes forward at once. And then it comes down, right? And then it comes down and then it just stops. So just know that you'll be hit by a little bit of a rush of chaos or an overwhelm. And then it will calm down and stop. Well, like really quickly too, if you don't engage. If you stir the pot with it, right, and get in there and start fighting with everybody, like it will keep on going, Aquarius. So just know that to stay calm, like this is forewarned is forearmed. Staying calm is going to be so important. The advice is the Knight of Cups. This is charm, this is passion, this is moving forward in what you love and holding what you love as that, sacred guide forward, and is saying, this is my love, this is my passion, this is my insight, this is what guides me, this is what leads me to so much more than I had imagined. And as you embrace that, you start to see what's sacredly important to you, which might not be sacredly important to, your identical twin. Like, I'm not saying that you have one, but, like the person standing right next to you who knows you the best. They might get, I don't understand that, but it's sacredly important to you. So you are embracing it, knowing it, and being guided by it. And it moves us then, and this is also a place of movement, being moved by the heart, moving with the heart. It brings us to the environment, which is the Eight of Swords. Absolutely kind of piggybacking off the energy of the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It says here courage and solutions. But the Eight of Swords is being trapped in the mind. It is being courageous enough to get out of the darkness that our minds can sometimes be. And it is finding solutions to things that have once overwhelmed you. What you're going to see is that the fear of the thing, the mental fear of the thing, is way more overwhelming than actually stepping forward into your power and into yourself. You'll overthink it. You'll overanalyze it. And Virgo moon is saying, ground yourself, right? We're now entering into Virgo time period, right? This is the first day of Virgo time period. Ground yourself. Look at what it is that you want. Don't overthink it. Simple solutions are going to be the best ones. And it moves us then to the hopes and fears. And that's the Nine of Wands. Power and perseverance. It is that you have overcome so much, but the fear is that it will never end. And here's something to life. Like, the overwhelming parts don't always end. Sometimes they're not as intense or as big. But with the Nine of Wands, it is standing in your power, really honoring your story, honoring you, respecting what you have gone through, and seeing how strong you are. And I know there's a real sense of like, oh, strength, I don't want to be strong anymore. But you are strong, Aquarius. It's embracing that strength and embracing that talent and embracing that power and seeing yourself move forward in that ferocity of understanding. And as you do so, it brings you to the outcome. It is, again, another 10. It is the Wheel of Fortune, change and possibilities. You are entering into a new season. And I know we sometimes look at entering into a new season and we see it as something bad because you could always enter into a winter. And I always think of, like the children born in winter, right? Game of Thrones kind of analogy where it means you have a hard life, right? But then there's children born in summer, it's easier. But each bring with them their own trials, their own tribulations, their own hardships, and their own beauties, unique beauties. So as the world changes for you, as the wheel changes, as you step forward into your power and into yourself, Spirit challenges you to find the beauty in how you want to move forward, and what you desire for you, and what you love. And it is at times to mourn, what has changed, most definitely, but and respectfully too. But it is to step into the power and the beauty of a newness, of a oneness that moves you forward, because you have 4 tens. You have all the tens. You have all the tens actually here, right? No, you need one more. You need the 10 of Pentacles. You're right. You don't have all the tens. But my gosh, you're close. And so this is a time of a cycle completed. And now you're stepping into newness. And that's where the fear is coming in, right? The 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. It's the fear of the newness that you are stepping into, the change and the power that you are becoming a part of. Don't overthink it. As an air sign energy, I know that's like saying like the wind don't blow, but don't overthink it. Let yourself move forward, because you have been through so much and there is such power to you. Hold your heart as your guide and ask yourself, do I love it? Because that is going to give you the answers that you really need. That like, do I love it? Do I love this? That's going to be important for you. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. Guide this reading and show them clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show them clearly. Guide this reading and show them clearly. This card too. Spirit's like, I shook him to make it fall. But Spirit's like, bring that card. Okay, we will. We have creation. Meditate and contemplate. Creative energy is going to flow through you. It's actually going to be rather overwhelming. If you can meditate and quiet yourself and center yourself, you'll be able to harness that creative energy. If you don't, you'll feel it. You'll be energized by it, but you'll get a fraction of the creative juice that's coming your way. So do be aware of that. It moves us then to will, where we see the ever-changing face of the moon as something beautiful, the ever-changing face of ourselves as something beautiful. Because your hard work is paying off. And you're not the same, because there is such change here, right? There is such the power of the number 10, the completion of cycles, the greater understanding, the transformation that is moving you forward. The hard work is paying off. You're blossoming. And your dreams need a practical plan, which is what a Virgo new moon is all about. It's bringing those dreams in, like bringing practicality into those dreams. And it moves us then into a time for healing. This is a time for healing. This is a time for greater understanding. This is a time for love. And it's opening up the door to where you truly need to be instead of where the noise of the world tells you you should be. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. This is the white owl. It says, the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Yes. Yes, right over creation. I love that. That's how you're creating. You're connecting with the divine wisdom. It brings us then to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. The inner child, the heart coming through, but embracing that creative energy, that joyous energy of the child is going to be so important. And knowing that you are connecting in ways of the heart that are opening up doors to you, it's like, oh, wow, I didn't realize this. Or, oh, I love that when I was little. You'll find yourself saying that a lot. Like that brought me so much joy when I was small. And that's really important. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy. Time frame is April 20th to May 20th? May. There we go. I know my months. I totally passed kindergarten. Okay. So we have the Hierophant come forward. And what you're going to see is that traditions are going to be kind of mucking you up, like tripping you, right? Because it's going to have to be this way. And your soul is going to be saying, but why? And it's just going to be important to acknowledge traditions, to acknowledge what it is that you desire, but also to say, but this is the tradition of my soul and my heart. And this is the place I need to be for me. And that's going to be a very important thing, a very empowering thing for you. It brings us then to our subconscious spirit message. And that is the meadowlark. It says, smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Now, I've been pondering this meadowlark card for a little bit because I was like, well, how can it always be? It comes up a lot, right? How can it always be that we're soon to discover an inner journey of inner discovery, right? We're soon to experience it. But then I was meditating on this, like using this as my guide. And what Spirit said, and what my guide said, was that every day you experience a new world. And you are experiencing a new time of inner discovery. What you're experiencing it through the lens of this time is change. Is of cultivation, is of insight, it's of like empowerment. But also a shedding of a skin, kind of like a snake sheds the skin. You need it to be in a place of healing. If you've ever seen a snake shed their skin, they go into a place where they can be safe because they're at their most vulnerable at this point. And so what you're doing and what you have done, okay, is that you have let yourself, be vulnerable to release the old and to step into the new. And so that vulnerability has brought questioning with it, right? Or has made us feel insecure. But now as we step into, now as we become more aware, the healing has really gone deep, we step into something different than we had imagined for ourselves. We have that new skin that new sense of the way and the new feeling of the way that we move through the world. And it moves us then to our chakra energy of peace. This is the crown chakra. Crown yourself with peace. Crown yourself with harmony. And visualize a crown on the table, taking that crown and placing it on your head. This is my peace. This is my harmony. This is my joy. This is what I love. The opening of the crown chakra, meaning your mind is so important to you. And as air sign energy, your mind is so important to you. But let the seed within your mind be peace during this time, and let yourself go back to peace over and over again. It moves us to the energy to be mindful of. And this is the Six of Wands. I see this also as celebrating somebody else instead of yourself. This is going to be a time where you start to celebrate you. You start to see you. But it will be very easy to celebrate somebody else, or to kind of think like a false bravado or a false invincibility. Spirit says come to things with humility and respect. That's going to be very important for you to be able to move forward and to traverse like rocky trails at times. The subconscious tarot message is the Three of Wands. This is foresight and exploration, but this is a sense of greater horizons coming forward, a sense of seeing a great expanse, maybe for the first time in a really long time. It's kind of like when you see the sea and your head kind of, or a mountain and you've never seen the mountain before, or a sea, where your head like marvels at how vast and big and just immense it is, or a forest or a desert or whatever it is. We all have that moment where we see something in nature and we're like, wow. The vastness of it opens up. That's what you're going to see for yourself, not the vast emptiness, but the vastness of possibilities, the vastness of connection. And it brings us then to resilience. Prosperity lies ahead. We have grown when things have tried to crush us. And because of that power, because of that fortitude, because of that insight, prosperity lies ahead. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.